Alright, for this video we're going to start lead guitar volume 1, which is some basic techniques primarily on your left hand. We're going to do slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, things like that, which are going to build us towards being able to do some guitar solos, or what's commonly referred to as lead guitar, okay? So we're going to do short clips of songs that kind of teach you these techniques one thing at a time, and that way in the next level when we put it all together it should be at least a little bit easier, okay? So the first song we're going to do is Hey Joe. It's the intro of that song. It's a great, great song. We won't play along to the recording now. If you happen to want to play along, that's great. Keep in mind it's tuned down to E flat, meaning they tune each string down a half step, so you'd have to do that to your guitar. But honestly, on these sheets, while you can certainly play along, especially if you're a little more advanced or getting comfortable with it, that's great. But mostly, sorry, adjust that here, we're just trying to get used to whatever technique is used in that song. So for the first song, looking at Hey Joe, this is the first one out of 6, is what's called a slide. A slide is when you press down. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. When you press down whatever note, and here it might be a little hard to see, but I'm in the 3rd fret 2nd string. I'm going to play a note, and then I'm going to hold that finger down and go up to a different fret. In this case, it's from the 3rd to the 5th. So one pick, right? And I should get that kind of sound. Sounds different than playing the notes separately, right? This is separately. If I slide up, or I can slide back down, it gives you kind of a cool sound. One of the cool things about guitars, you have a lot of different ways you can play notes. Slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, bends. They're all going to make it sound really, really different, and you can really customize your playing depending on what you like. So in this song for Hey Joe, I'm going to kind of walk through it a little bit slowly, and then I'll play it. Just get close on the rhythm. You're not expected to know how to read the rhythms above yet, although if you do, that's obviously great too. So one thing that's a little bit different in this song is not only is it a slide, and the slides are notated by the dash, like you see the 3-5 or the 5-3. Sometimes I'll also add an S above it, but technically that doesn't need to be there. In this case, it's just a dash. But if you see it, I'm hitting 3 and 0 on the 1st string together, and then I'm sliding up to 5. And then I do the reverse of that, 5 down to 3. Right? Let me make sure you can see this on the video. I'll try and move my other fingers out of the way. Right? You get that kind of cool sound. And then if I continue, it's going 4, sliding down to 2. Right? And then I go open, 2. And now my bottom line, it's basically an E chord. It's the top of an E chord. Now here, 4-4 to 5-5, it's a slide, but I'm actually sliding with 2 notes, right? You can slide with more than 1 note. It gives you a cool sound like this. Same thing, I hit the notes. Without hitting it again, I keep my pressure down and slide up. Remember, if you don't keep your pressure down, your note's going to die. So you need to keep it down. That way your notes will sustain. Then my last chord, the easiest way to do it is to bar the 2nd fret, and then play the 4th fret, either your pinky or 3rd finger. So let me play through slowly a couple times just so you can watch me do it, and then you can practice it on your own. So when I'm putting it all together, it should sound something like this. Okay, I'll do it one more time slowly, and then I'll speed it up close to the recording speed. One more time, this is closer to the recording. Oh, let me do that again, I screwed that up. There you go. Don't tell anybody that I made a mistake there, it's the first one ever. So anyway, that's Hey Joe, we're practicing a slide. Do it really, really slowly, make sure your slide is ringing out. Get your fingers strong, and then we'll move on to the next technique.